Disclaimer. This is my method. This is what I'm developing. As far as I know, to my knowledge, no one has ever coined this phrase, coined this term for any kind of acting. So this is Dominic Marco Canty's method. You already know. Sup. I don't know what I'm going to call this. This is going to be very sporadic. This is going to be very... whenever the ideas come up. If you know me, I'm working on my own acting method. And I've got the base points down. I've got all the journaling. I've got all the notes. I've even started writing it formally, but even the formal stuff doesn't feel right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm making a video journal to track my thoughts, see if you guys have any ideas, but for now, this is the mind of an actor. I think the main idea I'm trying to get across is how we connect to our characters and how our characters connect to ourselves. How I put it was temporary mutation of the self. So it starts out with the base of our character being ourselves, right? Every character we play is going to be based on us. And it's all about how we absorb, how the character comes into us, and now how we're able to take that energy, take those character thoughts, actions, anything character related, and kind of bind them to our DNA in order to create this mutation between character and actor. You're bringing a character off the page, you're bringing an actor from the real life, and you put those two together, and you're going to get that character that you're playing. I think of it as a Spider-Man movie. When Peter Parker gets bit by the spider, his DNA mutates with the spider, allowing him to be Spider-Man. How are we going to mutate ourselves to become Spider-Man? The way I put it is our character's DNA and our DNA latching onto each other, and that combined DNA is what takes us through our performances. For a while I struggled to put it away, the internal self versus the external self. The internal self being you, the external self being the everything that you're absorbing from the outside to become your character. The biggest question I had was, how do I connect both sides? There's a gap between the inside and the outside, yourself, your character, and I'm just looking for a way to bridge that gap. I played with it just being a normal bridge, because with a bridge you can cross one way, cross that way. You have bridges, like you have two bridges. One that allows your character to absorb into yourself, and then the other bridge that allows you to absorb a little bit into your character to create that temporary mutation. The most important thing with acting is being able to slip in and out of your character, to be able to stop those character influences and just allow yourself to be the actor for however long you need to be the actor for, or vice versa. So the two bridges, right? Character into you into character, but those bridges can't constantly be open. You can't be your character all the time. I know method actors, oh, I need to act as my character. Yes. Cool, that works for you. But I'm talking about the other 99% of actors who need to be able to differentiate themselves from their characters, because sometimes people play characters who are evil, and you don't want that evil to seep into you. So if that bridge is constantly open, you're going to let those character influences just come on in, and you're going to start acting like a drawbridges. Because it's a bridge, right? But it's also a bridge that you can essentially turn off. Say we're building the character, we let the character drawbridge down into ourselves, so we let all that nice information from our character come into us. But once that's done, we want to be able to close it off so no more character influence on us. It's the same thing, vice versa. If we are allowing ourselves into our character once we've reached that point to where, you know, things start to get fluid, you're off book, your blocking is all in your head, and you need to start making it be more human. You allow your human self into that character. When you need to differentiate yourself from the character, you can put those bridges up. Hence the term a drawbridge. Just an FYI, this whole process stems from something that I learned called rolling and de-rolling, which is essentially check in with yourself, you become the character before the performance, and then after the performance you check out with yourself and you become yourself again. And that comes with the preparation, that comes with character analysis, that comes with a scene analysis, that comes with the overall story structure and how your character fits into that. I'll be getting into that because that stuff I already have. That's already formulated, that's already written down, but this is where it's going to lead to. The drawbridge method. And if you're interested, want to keep watching, keep learning about this actor's process specifically, I in no way, shape, or form am speaking for every single actor out there, but this process is something I'm developing, and this process is something that I have been doing with myself. The drawbridge method. I'm excited. You should be too. If you want more, let me know. This is all official methodology, which you're getting the thought process right now. The actual writing itself, it's not coming out until I win that Oscar. So, cut.